Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing half of my face with the cheapest products I own and the other half of my face with the most expensive products I own. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to my channel down below and leave a comment. Okay, I am drawing a line so that we know which side is which. Wow, that looks great. To start off with our most expensive side, I got this Hourglass Equilibrium Toner. I have never tried this, but I'm very excited to. It just says to put a little bit on your hands, and then you just tap it in. I'm not sure if it did much. Okay, for the cheap side, I got this Mom Mode. I don't know how to say it. It's literally a free sample because I don't have any other toners. Let's see. Okay, I got a little bit. Tapping that in. I'm not the biggest fan of toners, so I'm not really sure if it did much, but on to moisturizer. I have this Daily Greens moisturizer. This is my favorite moisturizer. We're gonna Strong Army Wall be using it on the expensive side. I'm literally running out. I need to buy more. It's just so good. I've used it every day for like a month straight. For our less expensive side, we got the Garnier Rose Water Moisturizer. I have not used this in forever. It was locked. Okay, there we go. Oh. I really like this one too, actually. They're both very like dewy and glowy, and I actually love them both. I think my favorite primer, it's the Milk Hydro Grip. I have pretty oily skin, and recently it's been dry. Like I don't know, my skin's really weird, and this primer just like it complements every skin type. For our cheap side, we're gonna be using the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. This is like the dupe version, so if you don't want to spend all that money on the Milk Hydro Grip, I definitely recommend the Jelly Pop because I have used this many times before and it's almost exactly the same. They both have like a jelly texture and are a little bit tacky, so the foundation will just stick right onto your face. Next, we're going to start with concealer. The most expensive concealer I own is just the Tarte Shape Tape. This one is my favorite concealer. I just can't stop using it. I like to put it over all of my redness, all my blemishes, everything. For the more cheaper side, I have this LA Girl Pro Concealer. I also really like this one. Definitely not as full coverage, but it's a really good concealer for the price. There are also two totally different shades, so that's nice. For foundation, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream on this side of my face. I have not tried it alone. I've mixed it in with other foundations. I'm excited to see how it works by itself. I don't know if it's the right shade, but we're gonna roll with it. I feel like on camera it looks fine, but in real life it looks so orange compared to the actual bottle. I mean, the bottle does look a little orange too. I don't know. It might be the shade I picked out, but I do have this problem with e.l.f. All their products always end up being a little too orange on me. The most expensive foundation that I own is this Shiseido foundation. It is too dark, so I'm going to be mixing it with these Cover FX custom cover drops because this is a little too light for me and then this is too dark for me. So when I mix it, it will give me that nice shade that I'm looking for. There we go, just mixing a bunch of the drops. Okay, let's mix that together. There we go, that's much better. Let's see. Okay, yeah, much better. Got my ears pierced a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna insert a clip here. That was nothing. I was like so nervous, but it didn't hurt. You guys, don't be nervous if you get it done. I really like both foundations. I feel like the e.l.f. one's a little bit more lightweight for the coverage, but overall both of them look really pretty and very dewy. For concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape again, and we're going to put that under our eyes. And I'm going to be going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer for this side.
What is that?
The Tarte Shape Tape is much more full coverage under my eyes, but I still do really like the LA Girl Pro Concealer. For contour, I'm going to be using this Kylie Cosmetics concealer, and I got it in a darker shade. It is a little too dark for a contouring shade, but we're going to make it work. For the right side of my face, I'm going in again with that LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is actually my favorite contouring method with this concealer. The coverage is just perfect for a contour. Both sides are actually looking really pretty so far. To set our face on my left side of my face, I'm going to be using the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. Oh yes. And I'm just pressing my sponge in that loose setting powder, and I'm going to look up and just press that powder under my eyes. This just helps it not crease throughout the day. For the right side of my face, I'm using my favorite Wet n Wild Loose Photo Focus Setting Powder. I use so much setting powder that I really don't buy expensive setting powders often, but this Wet n Wild one is definitely my favorite because it lasts so long and the price is really good. For eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 3. I have not used this eyebrow pencil in forever. I also go through like a couple eyebrow pencils a month, so I don't really look to buy like expensive eyebrow pencils. My right side of my face, I'm using my favorite Maybelline brow pencil. I use this in basically all my looks. I think both my eyebrows turned out pretty similar. We obviously got to clean them up. They do not look the best right now, but you really do not need to splurge to get a good eyebrow. To set my brows, I'm using the ABH Brow Free. I'm going to just scoop a little bit out, place it on the back of my hand, rub it around, and then you want to rub your brush into it and then put it on your eyebrows. And it will just give you that like nice fluffy eyebrow. For the right side of my face, I'm using my Pears soap. This is my favorite like method. Yes, soap. You get some setting spray, spray your soap, then dip your brush into it, and it like sets like magic, and it will give you that fluffy brow. I really like both methods, but there's a clear like price difference. So it definitely comes down to if you want to which price you want to pay, because they're both very similar. I'm going to be cleaning up both my brows with the Tarte concealer on this side, LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm also going to be using those as eyeshadow bases for our eye look. Now we can move on to eyeshadow. For my most expensive eyeshadow palette, I have this little Tom Ford palette. It comes in this little case, and this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's like so small. Well, we're going to be coming up with an eyeshadow look with 4 colors today. They are all shimmery, so we're going to have to just like come up with this shimmery eyeshadow look. I'm going to be starting off with this darker shade first. Okay, I'm starting off with that darker shade. I'm kind of just applying it on the outside of my eye, Not gonna lie, this does not have much pigment. Like, this has taken me like 4 dips just to get to this. Looks more like smoky and gray when I actually apply it on the eye compared to the actual palette. It looks more brown. That took a while to build up the color, but I kind of love it. Like, I love the shade and how it blended out. Right next to that shade, we're going to be adding this more like gray metallic-y kind of color. I'm just going to go in with the same brush. It's not very shimmery, but it's also not matte. For the inner part of my eyelid, I'm going to be adding this more rose goldy pink shade. I do also want to mention that this has a huge mirror and it comes with 2 brushes. I'm going to try wetting my brush to try and build up that pigment for the shimmer shade. Now we're going to try dipping into that again. Oh yes, that definitely helped. For the inner corner, I'm going in with this frosty white shimmer shade. Oh wow, that's actually probably the most pigmented out of the whole palette. I'm also adding a little bit to my brow bone. I'm going to be smoking out that brown kind of gray shade under my eye also. That's it for this eyeshadow. I really liked the colors. It's not too practical, but I definitely think you could use this for a wedding or a big event because it is just so luxurious, the shades. But would I use this on an everyday basis? Probably not, and it is pretty expensive. There are a lot more palettes that you can get so many shades for that price. Overall, I do think that it is a really cool experience. For the right side of my face, I have this Morphe 9A palette. This is what it looks like. I have not used this palette in forever, but I'm really excited to use it. I'm going to try and get this like smoky eye on this side as best as I can with these warm tone shades. I'm going to start off with the shade Taken. It's that kind of like that gray shade that I used here, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it too. Right off the bat, you can see the pigment. Yeah, I barely dipped into it. Right off the bat, you can see a pigment difference. I dipped into this 2 times, just a little tap. There actually is a lot of fallout. To be adding this brown shade Connection. It is a shimmery metallic shade right in the inner part. I'm just going in with my finger. For my inner corner, I'm going in with the shade Surprise. Wow, that shade actually is not the best. They are 2 very different eye looks, but you can definitely see for the price point, if you need like a more pigmented, you really want that pigment, definitely you can go find so many affordable palettes. But if you're just looking for that, I want to look natural, I want, you know, a very easy palette to work with. It was very easy, very nice to build up the colors, and this shade, it was not very hard to diffuse it, but it did take some time. For eyeliners today, I have this Fiend, I don't know how to pronounce it, and I'm going to be just lining my lash line. And for the right side of my face, I'm using my NYX eyeliner that I use every time I do my makeup. I love this eyeliner. Both eyeliners worked very well. I love both of them. Onto lashes. For the left side of my face, I'm using these Lava lashes. This is what they look like. I'm not the biggest fan of the style, but I think for this like natural look, I think it does complement it well. For the right side of my face, I'm using my favorite lashes. This is the Kiss lashes in the style Teddy. I feel like both of the eyelashes complement each of the looks so well. I'm going to add a little bit of mascara, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara on the left side of my face. And the L'Oreal Telescopic to the right side of my face. I'm going to go wipe off all the setting powder now, and then we can move on to bronzer. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. It's definitely too dark for me, but we're going to make it work. And for the right side of my face, I'm using this Wet n Wild. It's like a bronzer and it has like a banana powder. For blush, I have this Wet n Wild Color Icon. It's like this pink shade, but it has like glitter in it. I hope it doesn't transfer. It also comes with like this little brush. Okay, like, I'm sorry, Wet n Wild, but what am I supposed to do with this? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh my gosh, it actually picked up a lot. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I love the color. Now for my left side of my face, I'm using my Laura Mercier blush. You guys know I love this blush. It's very used and very broken. I think they both are so pretty. For highlight, I'm using this ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter. I have not used this in forever, but I remember it just being my favorite highlighter. Okay, let's see. Yes. That's so pretty. I love this highlighter. Also, the texture is like putty. That's like what's so special about it. Like you can play with your, oh my gosh, that is blinding. Let's swatch. Oh, I need to start using, I have man hands, by the way, like if you couldn't already tell. For this side of my face, I have this little Bobbi Brown highlighter. I got this a while ago. It's in the shade Pink Glow. Okay, packaging. Okay, formula. Yes, it's so pretty, honestly. Okay, yes. It's like perfect for this like more naturally, not natural, but you know what I mean. It's so pretty. I love both these highlighters. They're so different, but they both are so pretty. Okay, for lips, I'm using the Ulta Beauty lip liner in the shade Spice. And I'm going to be filling that in with this e.l.f. satin lipstick in the shade Cream. And for the left side of my face, I'm using this Kylie Jenner lip liner. And the most expensive lipstick that I have for this side is this YSL. It does not have the shade, but it's this really cute berry color. I have this Maybelline Lifter lip gloss in the shade 002 Ice. And for this side of my face, I'm using this Clarins Gold lip gloss in the shade 07 Honey Glam. Oh yes, I love that gold with like that berry color. The last step of this makeup is to set my face. I'm using this Wet n Wild setting spray. I'm gonna like cover half my face. Oh! What is that spray? You guys see this? What is that sprayer? Oh my gosh, wait. Wait, okay, I think that was just like the first spray. We're gonna try this again. That smells like hairspray. But do you see what happened the first time I sprayed it? I should have sprayed it. Well, that's nice. For the left side of my face, I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Oh yes, I love the setting spray. I'm gonna go fix up my hair and we'll be back. Hopefully the setting spray does not look like this when we come back. What do you think about my makeup? You like it? Okay. Thank you. And this is how my makeup turned out. I honestly, that setting spray ruined this side, and my concealer is creasing a little bit, but I definitely think that I like certain products from each side. Like, I don't think I would do just cheap products or just expensive. I think mixing them, it makes like a perfect makeup. Comment down below which side that you think is better or what products were your favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, give this a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.